I mean, I'm
But
just hyped for the food. I can't wait.
I'm honestly going to be casting the games from over here, unless there's like OD or Suns fan or someone. I actually haven't looked at the talent casting, but unless there's some Gigabrain casting you, that's absolutely ripped, then I will actually cast the games and support the Australian scene for sure, because you're against some pretty spooky players over there. So make sure if they don't have good talent, you whiz me a message and I'll cast them and make sure that everyone
I
here.
think regardless, people would rather watch like an Oz stream doing it because people are just watching for the Oz team, right?
Yeah, maybe I'll just do it anyway. Well, then you make sure you message me when you are going into your game. So, speaking of games, here we go. D2LA Season 1. Team Unreliable once again versus MMR is just a number. And we get to see Zhao Miao doing his thing in this game. We got Mercil, we got TN, we got Cena, and we've got which I think is Ipus, unless I've got a standard. I actually didn't ask them. And then Team Unreliable. I mean, we just saw him, but I'll introduce him again. We got Naharj, RFA, Taku, MGC, and Ham back at it, doing the 4-game slog. Okay, anything interesting here in the bans for you?
I mean, they banned the Morph first phase, which is kind of crazy. I mean, MGC plays it, right? He's quite good, but that's still kind of crazy to first phase that hero.
Yeah, because it means you're leaving Luna in. Oh,
you're leaving a lot of heroes that are much better early pick.
Yeah, actually, there's a few new bans in here. The Muerta as well means that the Bristleback slips through. And Bristleback, pretty spooky flex hero at the moment, right?
Yeah, this hero is annoying as hell. Especially that support bristle. I don't know if you've seen like heaps of it, but it is obnoxious to deal with. He gets like 1 or 2 items and then the shard.
Oh, I done played it.
It's frustrating.
I played a game where I had a Giga-brained TA as my POS 1, and TA and the armor strip from Gooey Bristleback in lane. Oh, like we were watching heroes just melt in front of us. I think my TA left the lane with like 12 kills by 6 to 8 minutes or something. They just fed us relentlessly. So
I mean, the shard's just crazy. Like, it's basically a slaughter roll. And multiple heroes and you throw it out.
And it cancels blinks.
yeah, it's just super nice. And the cooldown's like, isn't it like 15 or something? It's really low. Maybe it's even 12. I remember when I read it, I was like, why is that a thing?
Oh, Kotl. And this is the first Kotl of this tournament, I'm pretty sure. Which is very, very exciting. It doesn't have science in this tournament, so there you go. Not going to see the Kotl picked up very much, but I mean, if any team can make it work, it's MMR is just a number. Do you think they're considering like a matchup with it? Obviously, Medusa is one of the matchups, but also like your Storm Spirit or something like this.
I mean, they've got the bristle already with it, which
good point.
They're thinking of. Although this is like more awkward than it used to be, right? So it used to be you just put the mana on him and he would spam it twice, but now you have to use it after. It's still good though.
Yeah, and
I think Dusa sounds really nice in this lane though.
He's sort of always just quilling anyway, so you're probably giving him the cooldown rate. You may not be getting the most efficiency out of it, but you're always getting something.
Yeah. But no, Dusa sounds good at this lane. Like he gets a wand, and I don't know how they pressure him. He's got the cog sitting in front of him as well. So I think this is already a pretty decent hero to play into this.
Not only that, like Cogs, I guess Cogs are going to take his mana, but Kotl, I mean, if Kotl gets out of position, like Medusa isn't the hero she once was. They're just going to Gorgon's grasp him and then run at him with the Clockwork, you know? If Clockwork's in their lane. If Clockwork's not in their lane, they don't even need to run at him with the Cogs. They just line stun him.
Yeah, and if he has the innate as well, or not the sort of, is it an innate when you take the facet? I'm not sure, but you know the facet where you just slow them every time you're hitting? What's it called? Is it? Oh, Venomous Volley. Every 5 attacks you get the slow. This thing is obnoxious to deal with. You just run people down.
Abaddon. So that still doesn't reveal whether Bristleback is support or core. I'd lean more towards core with the Abaddon pickup, but Abaddon's still a pretty strong core as well. You know what I saw with this, anti-mage. Okay, it's a Medusa game. They left the Medusa in, they left the anti-mage in, and I mean, they just lock it in. That's gonna be a TN anti-mage, Andros.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, so they picked AM without seeing the offlaner, which is always potentially a disaster, because like obviously this hero destroys Medusa, but if you get bodied in lane, like there's only so much this hero can do. So we'll see what they decide to do. There's a lot of options. Pretty much all the heroes that destroy Anti-Mage are still in the pool.
Ah,
They
good to
have
see.
Abaddon, though,
Good to see
which is nice.
that the Andros fans are rolling on in. Kinkario, good to see you, boo. Thank you for turning up. Don't worry about being late. I've been streaming for literally hours. You can come whenever you want to go. Plebpot's turning up. Reem coming in to drop a hot burn onto Andros. The Andros fans are here. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Hey. Axe picked up pretty good into anti-mage, but one thing I wanted to say is I was watching Science, because Science has been playing a bit more support because him and Chicken are trying to climb at the moment. I think they're just trying to get themselves ready for that tournament you've got coming up, right? And I've been watching Science pick the support Coddle, and he's not taken the 2 stacks of slow and magic amp. He's taken the recall and just making the fights so confusing. Like, I'm watching his perspective on his stream and I'm getting confused watching the way he's just like recalling someone here and then pulling someone else there and then recalling someone else here. And the fights become just so super chaotic. It's really the most interesting way I've ever seen Coddle played. It's just like a totally different way to play Coddle. Have you seen him? I know you're in his streams a fair bit watching.
I mean, he played mid with that facet in the scrim. I'm not a huge fan of it on mid. On support, I think it has potential. Because yeah, it allows you to play the map like really, really well with teammates.
Yeah, and also I think he had a Medusa in one game that I watched, and he was like, because he was so quick, and I think he had a 4-staff. I think he had some mobility item. I'm pretty sure it was a 4-staff. So like he could like play forward and then like drag the Medusa to him, and then she could play the edge of the fight. And then if they started to get away from the Medusa, he was just moving forward and bringing her. Like it's so interesting. It's like juggling heroes on your team. Super crazy.
Yeah, it is nice with like low mobility cores. I mean, the anti-mage isn't really going to use it, but maybe they'll have like a mid hero. I mean, Bristle's not bad as well. You can pull him around.
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, so I mentioned like they have kind of a free pick here to like destroy the anti-mage, right? And Axe is very good versus AM, but Abaddon is kind of annoying for Axe already.
Why?
But just the shield, the heal to like cover the jump. Like Axe feels pretty terrible if he's not like killing the hero that he's going on, right?
Yeah. It's sort of like Legion, right? You duel someone, if they don't die, you feel real bad.
But the thing with Legion is I don't think Legion's getting stopped by an Abaddon in the same way.
Yeah.
I will say though, the Axe is nice for the bristle. Like I was thinking they would Axe or Legion just for the bristle because you can make him face you at any moment, right?
Well, do you know what's quickly been becoming a counter to the bristleback in the pro scene is Mars. Because
for the spear,
because the spear makes him face right at you. So we've been seeing that being picked up a bunch recently, which is super cool. I mean, I'm always just keen for Mars gameplay. I think Mars is super good. There it is. You called it before the game started. Death Prophet. That'll be Narish mid, I imagine.
Yes, it's interesting. I mean, they're going to have a really strong timing with the Deuce and the DP if they win their lanes that are like 25 minutes, and Antimage is going to have like a Manta and a Battle Fury. So that could be a little scary when that timing is happening.
So what do they pick to seal up this draft for MMR? Just a number. I know that they love the Quap on... No, she's banned. Never mind. Who do they give to Meow? Sniper. Well, that's pretty obnoxious. They're really going in on dealing with the Deucer. And now... Who does Axe blink on? Anti-Mage or Sniper? Or Bristleback?
Yeah, I mean, I think Sniper is like very good into all these heroes, but the only problem I see is just who goes in and like starts anything for this team. It's a bit awkward. Like your Bristle and your Coddle are like not really going to start fights at all.
Andros, just before this 2 series gets started, I've got to take my dog out for a pee, or she's going to pee inside. She's very old. So if you could keep the stream entertained as this game gets on the road, I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Make sure you keep him entertained, guys. I'll be back in a sec, Andros.
All right, lovely. Time to get this Twitch channel banned, guys. All right. Which slur should I say first? Please, guys, suggestions in the chat. All of them? That's too much pressure. Okay, Minimoto, calm down. Nah, you can't do that. What do you want, Reese? What do you want? How much damage should a Warden do? That's a good question. I think probably about as much damage as a Grey Talon, so maybe like 12,000, roughly around there. Thoughts on women? Oh no. I'll hold my tongue. Wait, this clock doesn't have the new set, guys. I'm actually like so jealous of people who have that you know the clock set with the little carrots for cogs? I want that. But I don't want to spend like $50 on the cash. Okay, mini mode. Thoughts on men? I hate most of them, to be honest.
Prepare for battle.
Especially ones named Reese.
May the light keep you.
Why am I smiling?
Andros hate?
Trigger happy looks like.
That's true, actually. That's very true. I agree with that. Wait, you guys just AFK in mid, right? Alright, well, you might miss a level 1 fight. Because Dire smoked up. Don't worry, you guys can watch the minimap. I'm sure that's riveting content.
There's no way they're missing the level 1 fight, because I am back, and here we go. They're smoking straight on in. Hold the phone. Do they connect? Not, doesn't look like it. Not this time. Tip coming out onto TN. Did we miss any spicy chat?
30 seconds.
Or is that just a random?
Nah, you don't need to read the chat, especially not what Minimona said. Definitely not.
Hoya. Hoya. Careful,
Definitely
mini
watch the
moda.
chat.
We're all here to have fun, but I don't take bigotry too kindly. Okay, so Ward dewarded immediately, huh? Let's get these teams introduced. We've got Team Radiant, that's Team Unreliable. We have Naj on the Death Prophet, Arafat in the line, Taco on the Clockwork, MGC on the Medusa, and Ham on the Axe for Team Dire. That is Team MMR is just a number. We have Melsamir on the Keeper of the Light, Xiao Miao, that's you Xiao Miao, on Sniper, TN on Anti-Mage, Cena on the Bristleback, and on Abaddon. I think that's Cyphers.
Every time you do the F, your mic just cuts out, and I get so confused for like half a second.
Every time I do the what?
Every time you say his name, like the F, your mic just cuts out partway through.
Just blocking out the compressing, I think, and just blocking out the pop. Yeah. I think that's Dick and Balls. I think that's Ipus, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, Andros, what do we think? Where's the action gonna be this game?
I mean, I think this top lane is the only lane that anyone's gonna die unless Dire gets so frustrated trying to smash their heads into Medusa that they feed. Because I don't see Medusa or Clock dying bottom. Because, yeah, there's kind of infinite stick charges and cogs to cover them. Like, this Clock hero is so good at covering, like, fragile range heroes, because you just stand as, like, a wall in front of them.
Okay. Yeah, I think, and I also think that Naj, until he hits 6, probably can't kill Sniper, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Snipe is really annoying for DP. He just headshots you non-stop. If you try to run at him with a drain, you're gonna be running through shrapnel, getting headshot. It's just not fun lane.
Yeah, Headshot was already so annoying to play into, but you add in the fact that now Shrapnel does 6 trillion damage, and you're looking at one of the most annoying heroes in Dota. Sniper, always annoying, but you just jump on him and blow him up. Like, that's how you answered him, and as an Earth Spirit player, that's what I would do, just run at that nerd. But now, like, I run at him, and the next thing I know, I get just nuked to half HP by one Shrapnel. It's wild. It's so, so wild. Did get a nerf recently, though.
I will say, I think Ham has made a pretty big mistake top. So he's playing into 2 melee heroes, including Abaddon, but I think even just 2 melee supports in general. Level 1 spin into level 2 call, and they can 100% kill this anti-mage. But he leveled Hunger, which is just going to get purged off every time by the Abaddon.
Yeah, the Dispel.
Yeah, like I think if he has spin, like right now, this AM is actually kind of terrified. But yeah, they can't really pressure him that well now.
Especially early when no blink on the anti-mage. But anyway, whatever. I'm sure he's cooking something. He's a pretty decent player.
I think the lane will still be fine, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll still do fine.
There's
It's
no...
just like he missed like the potential to punish a little bit.
There's no way they kill this Dusa when she's got a wand and there's a bristleback in the lane, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. Supports also do this thing now where, like, if you look, Dusa has 1 mango, the Clock has 1 mango. If you ever go on the Dusa, he's getting double mangoed, and he's gonna have a wand. Like, it's just so hard to kill this hero now.
It shall not be.
It's good for Dire, though. They're gonna get the Lotus bottom. Like, Lotus in Dusa lanes is really important, because it's basically just immortality for the hero.
It's
You
crazy
take that away
how...
from him, it's nice.
It's crazy how, like, how important the Lotus can be for the right hero. Like, I play a lot of Io, right? I love Io Andros. It's one of my favorite heroes. And if you lose the Lotus in a Io lane, God, it just feels so bad. Like, it's crazy. Like, when it wasn't there, it didn't matter. But when you do lose it as an Io, you're like, oh.
And then there's other lanes where it doesn't matter too much at all.
Yeah,
It's kinda
exactly.
funny.
They take the fruit and you nuke them once and it doesn't matter. So
Yeah, I'd say like Medusa lanes, even like Bristle likes it quite a lot as well because he wants to spam out. So yeah, this bottom lane in general is just very important who got this.
MGC getting low, 18-1 stacks though, so Cena can't really go onto him. Taco might need to be a little bit careful though, because those stacks are starting to build up. That's 5. Cena thinking about diving. 10-1 charges on Taco. Cena misses the quill, so he backs off.
The stacking has begun from the cuddle too. He's got, is that already 2-3 stacks? This is the fun thing about Bristle. No matter what you do to him in lane, he's gonna come in here and he's gonna get huge.
This, do you know this Mercil player at all?
I've seen him in some of the games.
He's pretty good. I've seen him play in support a lot lately. I did cast one tournament where he's a core, and he looks good as a core. Looks better as a support. Just gonna say it. Looking really good as a support. So I'm really enjoying watching the way he works. He just has this like aggressive mentality, like core mentality on the support that I love to see. And he just plays well. Plays really, really well from position 4.
I mean, he's already stacking a ton, so his Bristle's happy. That's what this Bristle cares about.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Bristleback and you have a Coddle support, you're just stoked, right? As long as you've got a bit of lockdown on the rest of the team, you're just so happy.
I think Taco was a bit unlucky there. If he got that Bristle inside, there's actually a world where he might die.
Oh, Gorgon's Grasp, Andros.
Yeah, and if he gets a cheeky, like, a couple bounces with the cogs, would have been a lot of damage.
Oh, I love Gorgon's Grasp so much. Such a lovely little addition to this Medusa, hey.
Yeah, it's nice. I think potentially need to nerf something on this hero, but yeah, I do like the idea that they're giving her something more active. Because she was kind of a throw snake and exist hero before.
Yeah, and the game had
early game.
shifted to a point where like she was still super scary late game, but you were never like she was never able to get to that point because she just got so bullied. Like she had nothing in her kit to stop the enemy from accelerating. So if she somehow managed to get to late game, she was still an absolute menace. But man, pre-patch, I don't remember the last time I saw her get low. Hey, Taco walking in behind Jiamia. Jiamia might be in a bit of trouble. Naj running forward, dropping the big old suck onto Jiamia. Jiamia clicking, almost able to burst Naj, but Naj actually gets on out of there. Has to drop another suck onto the creep to ensure he's not nuked out by Mercil. So, sick play from Taco. One thing I didn't mention, Andros, last time I cast Taco and he played Clockwork, he was the best looking hero on his team. Easily, like without a doubt, he had a flawless game where he was solo killing Minichin on Minichin's Timber. Solo killing Minichin's Timber with a.
I believe I was in that game.
Yeah,
actually.
dude. Yeah.
Actually, watching Minichin die. It was a fun game.
Oh, you were in that game. That's right. Were you playing Enchantress? I feel like you were playing.
No, I played Mirana that game.
Mirana, that's what it was. Yeah, I remember.
That was a
Oh,
rough
hang
game.
on.
Oh, big call top.
Clicked away, beautiful call onto both the Abaddon and the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage playing forward onto RFA, getting low, but the heal coming out from Andros is actually keeping Tien alive. Tien continuing to man fight, but just backs away. They're going to be dealing with Ipis. He dives into the tree, so they have the damage to deal with him. He says, no, please, Ham, getting the right click, and down goes the Abaddon. Tien just going to wait for that trouble to clear on out before he goes back to his lane.
Wait, Tien is blinked.
Call! No! Onto Tien, and down he goes! No, Tien! That was not the play, bae. Holy!
Check his bank account. I've seen it. That was ballsy. One thing I didn't actually think about, because you know how they made that change to the abilities that pop Lincolns and like reflect? Like I know Sand King stun. Not Sand King. No, it is Sand King. Yeah, his stun goes right through Lincolns now, and Lion does as well. So he can stun him on his E.
Gorgon's Grasp! Keeping Cena in place, and Taka giving him the kick. Down he goes. Easy kill onto that Bristleback. Yeah, but you're right. You're 100% right. The Lotus. Do you know what?
Yeah,
Lotus is getting.
Stop the line stun.
Lotus is getting less and less popular because of the meta.
I mean, it's good. It was dumb. Everyone was buying Lincolns every single game for a bit there.
Yeah. Also, I heard Conan. Xavier. I wonder if that's the Xavier. If that is Xavier, thank you, Boo, for coming through with the woo. Appreciate you. Thank you for following Maximum Ryu T. I adore ya. And if it's not the Xavier I know, I don't even care. Thank you for following Boo. Heard a lot about this caster. I hope good things. I heard he's one of them. Tien, not doing too bad, but Axe accelerating at this point, Andros.
Yeah, I mean, Axe is gonna have a pretty free game, especially after that kill. I want to say as well, because when I play offlane, I'm a big Axe enjoyer, and I love the change they made where you get armor even without culling. Like, just any kill gives a bit. I love that change. That's so nice. It was like the saddest thing when you'd like stomp a lane and we didn't get any armor for it.
Passing ships in the night. Axe walking mid to try and catch Xiao Miao, but Xiao Miao's in his lane, killing his support. RFA get a big old stun off, but there is going to be an ult coming out from Xiao Miao. Xiao Miao going to be dealing with RFA any second. There it is. Boo! Down goes the sniper, goes for the cheeky smoke play, but cannot get it right. And now, no, the stacks. Ham finding him. Naj absolutely popping his ult to try and get them off. Ham getting really, really low. Actually, Ham may have stayed a little bit too late. MGC dropping the Gorgon's Grasp to try and keep Connor in place, but Xiao Miao has come. He's got the port on in. They've killed the Axe. Xiao Miao being run down by Naj on the backline. Connor getting worked by Taco. Taco doing everything he can to deal with his Bristleback. Little tiny stuns. MGC popping his ult. Going to be running at this Bristleback. Bristleback caught in the corner and down he goes. The stacks are gonna go the way of Team Unreliable. Beautiful rotation in there. Taking a few kills on the most important heroes and some big old juicy stacks. Andros, not good. Wait, Tien blinking in, fighting Naj and bursting him. MTC trying to wriggle on out of there. Doesn't have his ult, does have a Gorgon's Grasp. Does he elect to pop it? RFA zoning Tien away, but they've already taken the stacks. Oh, Bristleback needs stacks.
Bristle's game. Yeah, he's really in trouble now.
Oh no. All right. Well, it's just enough damage to not pop a bad ult. So daddy goes. Taco's such a menace in that fight. Did you see Taco working them then?
Yeah. He played that fight really well. The only thing I saw was he needs to run to his Lusa. That's like #1 rule, guys. When you're in danger, run to your big, scary stone lady. She'll save you. But yeah, he did a lot of work that fight. Him and the DP. That was like really nice by Naj, where he looped around behind and caught the sniper at the start. I was going to say as well, I don't know if he caught it top, but Tien made a sick play on that lion kill, because I think he actually would have smoke dodged the sniper ult, but Tien turned at the last minute.
Yeah.
He turned and walked back in and stopped the smoke from working.
Pretty cheeky. I saw the lion try to dodge it, but I'm going to be honest, I was a little bit confused about why it didn't go off, but absolutely sweet that it does. Tien putting some clicks down, still just farming. Another follow coming through. The follows and subs today. Holy. Tan Maze, thank you, Boo, for coming through, dropping a cheeky little follow. I appreciate you, Maximum QT. Here for RFA. Love to see someone come on down to support RFA. Absolutely gigabrain player. Speaking of which, trying to find Tien right now. They pick him out. Tien might be hungry for this line. He's popped his little Lotus counterspell a little bit too early. Tries to block RFA. RFA throwing out the stun and will get away, but Bristleback has come to play, and also I see a Coddle porting in. Xiao Miao as well. They've brought 5 heroes. They said, you want to dive our anti-mage? We're going to dive you in return. Ham in a whole bunch of trouble. Out comes the sniper roll. Boom! Down goes the Axe, and Taco dropping the cogs to keep that Bristleback as bay. He will be able to get away, I reckon. I don't imagine Cena is going to be diving underneath that tower. Oh, he is going to dive the tower. I am wrong. RFA going to be going down. No, Taco jumping in with the hook shot to try and keep Connor in position. Xiao Miao getting the big old shot from Sniper onto the back lines, dealing with that Sniper. Cena getting low, but able to back on out. Now a nuke. Tien not gonna go for Taco. Cena actually be hungry. You want to deal with this annoying little tin can. Naj catching Mercil. Mercil gonna be the victim of the Gorgon's Grasp. And down he goes. Naj silencing Abaddon. Abaddon's ult has been popped. He's going to port on out, but all those spooky little ghosts are coming. It's Halloween. And Ipis being sent back to his fountain. I'll probably take the tower off this, right, Andros?
Yeah, DPLT free tower after any one fight. That was... It's like a mixed bag of a fight, because obviously like it ends with Radiant winning, but that's a lot of money to Sniper, which is quite nice. He's also going for Diffusal, which is interesting. It's like not only is it going to ruin this Dusa, it's actually really annoying for Axe. This hero has like a tiny mana pool all game. Like he'll take a few shots and have no mana.
Absolutely, yeah. Also, Taco just bullying. Taco, does he have on his resume, his Dota resume, will make Pos3's lives miserable? Like, I just watched him find Cena in the jungle. The Axe was right-clicking him, but Axe's right-clicks do absolutely nothing. He just kicked him about, brought him down into culling range as a clockwork, and Axe just culled him. Like, Taco is a menace on this hero. You cannot give him this hero. Ipis Caught. Called. Now facing towards Ham. This time pressing his ult early. Beautiful. Gonna be running at Ham now. Cena back. Ready to put some pain onto these heroes that just pained him. And they'll just back away.
Dire should look to their middle tower.
So the one thing is, like, this game's like relatively even right now, despite the kill score. But this is approaching the time where Deuce is going to start actually like really contributing. Like, he's got the Manta. You can see he's already pushing down mid.
Is under attack.
This is like the one thing with the anti-mage matchup, because obviously like on paper you think AM destroys the hero, but Deuce hits a much earlier timing than AM.
Yeah, it's crazy too, right? Like, traditionally, she was like a I'll see it at 40 hero, right?
Yeah. Now it's like 20-25 minutes. If she's got the right timings, she's the monster. And I mean, they know they need to end, because there's no way she's going to be able to play late game into sniper AM. That's unplayable.
You know what? I mean, Bristleback's still struggling to get his ags after having his stack stolen. I mean, it's devastating. I've been the support who stacked for my Bristleback and watched those stacks disappear. It's tragic. It's tragic stuff.
Yeah, that was a really bad like couple minutes for them. They kind of recovered it. I think Tien actually did a really good job coming and cleaning up the DP at the end. That was pretty huge. Like, I think one thing with like anti-mage players, you can tell the not so great ones from the good ones with how they use their ulti. Because this is like a free kill if you play it right, like every minute or so. And Tien's been really abusing it.
Taco dropping his cogs and getting on out of there. The sniper ult is going to put some pain onto Taco, and it looks like Cena is going to dive the tower. Ham jumping on in, dropping the call straight onto Cena. There's a big old blade mail coming on out. Taco hookshotting in with the heal, coming out from Mercil's ult. Keeps him alive at least for now. They're playing forward. The stun comes out, and it looks like Naj is going to make the play onto Cena. Cena trying to back away. They drop the rod onto Mercil. Mercil getting very low. He's getting very low, and probably will go down. Yep, there it is. Ult popped on, and he's actually playing forward onto Naj. Naj actually going down. Holy, they kill the axe. They kill that Death Prophet, and I reckon they're going to look at killing this Lion. Tien blinking forward. There's going to be no mana on that Lion. Can he kill him before the Sniper ult gets there? Sniper ult doesn't actually connect, and now they're hunting Taco. Cena saying, I'm sick of this little tin can man. I need to get him. There's no way Taco lives through this. He's trying to get away. No port. Nowhere to run. They'll have him. Xiao Miao takes it for himself. Nice plays from Team Unreliable, Andros.
Yeah, this Lancer Pursuit is doing so much work for the sniper too. You can't get away from this hero when he's got this item. It's so obnoxious. And yeah, sniper, the defusal actually did a lot of work that fight because it burned the DP's pretty much entire mana pool. Tien didn't even really hit him until he was like 0 mana, and then he just came in and ulted him. So yeah, that actually makes it a lot easier for Tien to fight if heroes are already low before he even goes in.
What do you think about Anti-Mage's ult? I know this is an odd question, so feel free to say I have no idea, Bops. Like, just shut up. But Anti-Mage's ult has always been one of those spells that's always delivered a big old cataclysmic nuke to someone in the right circumstances. Think Black Hole, think Earthshaker, Echo Slam. And a lot of these big spells just don't seem to have the relevance anymore in the meta, just whether that be timings, because the teams play too fast to wait for Black Hole to come back up. I know that's a bad example because that is meta. Or just damage. I mean, we've seen Echo Slams, 5-man Echo Slams that tickle heroes because of all the auras.
I was talking to my friend about this literally yesterday. How I kind of hate how Dota's... Yeah, like, I think it was relevant, but not because of Black Hole. It's because of Eidolons and the auras he builds and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, these, like, big, like, full committal heroes, like, that's how I was describing it. The heroes that have to fully commit are kind of useless because everyone has defensive items, everyone has auras, everyone has the way to reset. So if you're, like, fully committing with your ultimate, your hero could potentially just be useless in a team fight.
So then...
I think AM is, like, a little more diverse, but... Yeah, he does have that issue.
I was about to say, does that lead into that sort of leads into my question, right? Like, obviously, there are games that are better where, like, he finds a hero with an enormous mana pool, or a Medusa game, so he's sort of a counter in his way, which changes the question a little bit. But, do you think his ult is doing enough damage currently, or do you think it's in a good spot?
I mean, I think the main problem is most games he can't like burn the mana to use the ult. Like most games, if you blink, like let's say he didn't have this sniper like helping him burn the mana. If he tried to blink on one of these heroes right now and hit them, he's just gonna feed.
Yeah, for sure.
This hero's so weak. Like I think that's like the main issue. That's why like you'll still see Mana Void do work against heroes that naturally burn their own mana, like a Storm or a Lash. But yeah, like normally it can be quite hard to use. Like that's why like yeah, like this hero is supposed to own Medusa, but
you just can't stand there and punch her. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Like some games you blink in and she's just gonna delete you.
Later on, when he can leave some illusions behind, that's when he gets spooky.
I mean, he's gonna buy the Ags this game for sure, and I think the Ags in certain matchups is kind of crazy. Like, he's just gonna blink and just nuke. Is it 20% of the mana? What are the exact numbers?
Let's have a look. Blink. Yeah, burns an additional 20.
Yeah. So, like, that's just essentially hitting him for 20% of his health, right? At least early game until he gets more stats and strength. But yeah, that item
so
is pretty
much.
crazy in some matchups.
Holy. And TN, Gigabrained, so probably knows exactly what he wants to get.
Yeah, I think he'll buy it after Manta.
They're
I don't
pinging
think he'll buy anything
Cena, and I
else.
wouldn't be surprised if they just elect to go on him. Things coming out from Lion, because they've got the vision on the background. Cena playing forward because he's got his shard now, and his Ags, and is trying to deal with Ham. Ham drops a call and absolutely whiffs it. RFA on the sideline, trying to keep Mercil in place. Cena, hungry, playing forward. Taco gonna try and get him off of Ham, but Ham probably already dead. Holy, it actually stuns him because Taco was an absolute bully. Cena walking carefully through the cogs, wants to finish off Ham. Ham gets the blink away. Oh no, RFA jumping on him with another Ravage and absolutely managing to save. TN reads the axe, blinks forward and nukes him. That's why this man has freaking 600 trillion MMR. Reads like that. Sick play coming out from TN.
I went and
Jubbly.
checked. That was a 0.1 second TP cancel.
Oh my lord, dude.
That's brutal. I was wondering how close he was there. That felt like a very long TP.
Oof. 0.1. Oh no. Sick plays from TN. Nice plays from Taco though too, to like honestly try and get them off of that axe. Like he almost did it. He was 0.1 second from getting that axe
Yeah,
away.
that was very close. Like him and RFA both bailed him out quite well there.
Okay. Sick plays.
There's the butterfly on the Medusa. So now it's like quite hard for AM to actually like kill him, even if he is like locked down. This evasion does a lot of work.
Okay, damage onto Taco. Taco dropping his cogs. Cena wants this tin can Rattleman and just cannot seem to connect with him. Oh no, Taco has no cogs. Cena thinks about diving but backs on up. He's asserting a bit of dominance there. Plays onto Xiao Miao. Xiao Miao getting stunned by RFA, and Axe just jumps straight on in to put the pain down. Silence out onto him. He drops his Hurricane Pike to disappear into the trees, and it looks like Connor has come to try and bail him out. Xiao Miao saying, please, please, Bristleback, do what you can. I need a hand in this fight. Xiao Miao clicking down Nudge, clicking down Axe, and that's it. They're all dead. Gorgon's grasp, keeping 3 of them in place, but MGC should be able to slink away here. A beautiful turn coming out from MMR is just a number, and MGC might need to be a little bit careful here. Ooh. Still pretty spooky and does have his ult. Tien blinking forward, trying to put the pain onto Taco. They drop the ult and MTC standing, clicking. Tien has to blink on out of there. Cena turns facing that Medusa has no mana and is dead. Taco to follow. Holy, that's a 5-man wipe. Going the way of MMR is just a number. Rest in Pache, Team Unreliable. That was a turn. Holy.
Tian is baiting them quite hard this game. He's been playing his limits crazy. Like right there, he just uses his body to get 2 extra kills. That's all he does.
He clicked the clockwork once.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but essentially he's just holding them in place, right? Like he's keeping the Medusa there.
That's what I'm saying.
Waste ult too.
He blinks in next to the Medusa, punches the clockwork literally 1 time, gets frozen by the Medusa, and blinks out.
Yeah, I mean, that is just AM life right now. He'll be strong soon, though. So I'm assuming, yeah, it will be the Ags next. This sniper is way too tanky. That's ridiculous. Like, just an Abaddon and he's that hard to kill.
This player, like, not that he... I mean, he just stood his ground there, so whatever. Stan using... No, I'm not going to go for that joke, I've decided. But what I will say is Xiao Miao is a super, super talented player. Yu Xiao Miao is, like, one of my favorites, and I think one of the scene's favorite players to watch at the moment. Reminds me of Young Science. Really, really talented.
That is a terrifying concept.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
yeah. He's going for MKB, so he's going to make this Medusa very sad. And I imagine... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he'll probably finish the Disperser soon, because it is a really nice upgrade. And it'll help him reset really easily from DP as well.
That's what I was about to say. Gets him away from the axe and the DP. If he gets locked down like that. I can't believe he lived there, though. You're right. He's so tanky.
Yeah, and he's on Agi treads and he has 2.1k health. I mean, this Pupil's Gift item is really dumb on some heroes. I think
Yeah.
as well, after this MKB, he might look for a Skadi, because this is a hell of a Skadi game. Like, this DP and Dusa will be straight depressed if they're getting hit by a Diffusal Blade Skadi sniper.
They're pinging Tien. RFA has his blink and knows where Tien is. He's reading him like a book. There he is. He finds him, hits him with the Hex, and the rest of Tien's team will be coming stunned to keep him in place. Naj will be in range for the rod very soon. Tien standing at the high ground and staring at them, and they don't even elect to chase. They're out of there. They're going for Roche.
Tien's going for the Skadi himself. Interesting. I mean, I know someone needs it for sure. I guess he decided it was him.
Merzel porting himself to the anti-mage. Who's he bringing? Bringing Cena down. And they're going to waddle through the jungle here. Going to bump into 2 couriers, potentially.
What is this? They're bringing their whole team here.
What's this Giga Brain play? Remember I told you, Science has been cooking this lately.
They're not going though. They need to go. I
need
don't
to
think
go.
they realize Roche is getting done.
Radiant's
They've used-
tower is under attack. Scanning for
They've used their scans, but...
Dire's
I mean, Tien just left. This Roche is probably getting pretty low at this point. They're standing and attempting to man fight. I don't think that MMR is just a number. No, this is happening, Andros.
Yeah, I mean, this is... I have a feeling there might be just the call from them that kind of let them get the Aegis, let them try to push into us, because they have this Sniper and this Bristle. Like, even with an Aegis, I don't think Dusa can really do much. Like, maybe take a tier 2, but there's no way in hell she's going high ground. And Tien might just want to play the map, get the Skadi, maybe his next item on the way, and then they start fighting them properly.
I do like that cheeky setup, though. Like, that's a pretty Giga Brain play. Like, if it works. Like, if they don't go Roche, then... That
Yeah,
could have
I mean,
been
even if
huge.
they had, they could have surprised with how fast they got their whole team there. Because you wouldn't expect like 3 heroes coming from that side that quickly.
top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But yeah, I think Tien might have just made the call. Like, let's just chill. Like, they've been winning fights, but realistically, they probably shouldn't have been this early in the game, and they're in no rush, so
Tower is under
it is probably just safer to just play the timing of the Skadi.
Okay, well, they're playing forward. Can they kill Dusa twice, do you think?
Oh, if she tries to hit this tower, she is getting like peeped to hell. I don't know how well they can cover Sniper if he gets jumped by like everybody, but yeah, if he's free hitting Dusa, there's no way she hits the tower. Especially once he finishes MKB, which he's pretty close to.
Such a good shard to get to, by the way. Just a juicy little shard.
Yeah, I think Sniper Shot is like low-key one of the best, I think. Like, mobility, disarm. Pretty nuts.
Oh, cool. Looks like RFA is jumping straight on in. Ham jumping on in to try and follow with the call. Looks like Connor caught in position for now. Naj running deep, trying to isolate them from Cena. Cena turning his face, but they actually managed to deal. Hang on. Is that Naj? Oh, there's a disconnect. Naj is already dead. RFA to follow. Oh, no. No. That was your moment. The Lion blinked in and DC'd. That's why that fight was so confusing. I saw the Lion blink in and I'm like, what is he? He jumps in, he gets the stun and immediately DCs. Naj goes deep, thinking the Lion's going to keep them at bay or follow him. And that fight just falls apart. Oh, no.
Man, I don't want to be a doomer, but I do think the fight is still really difficult even with him there. Because, I don't know, this is what they want you to do. They want you to commit into them.
resolution.
Like I remember I said at the start, this Dire team, they kind of suck at starting fights. But if you go on them, and they're structured properly to cover each other, it's like a really strong draft. Because yeah, this Bristle... Oh, he doesn't see him. I thought he was about to run down the Dusa there.
Thank you.
Ah, that always sucks. Like, I always want to
Yeah,
see
that is rough.
like a fair and competitive game, and like you said, that fight is gonna be hard, but it's certainly a lot harder 4v5. You know? And they don't even like... The Lion gets accidentally killed by the Bristleback. Like, Cena could see he was disconnected and wasn't going on him. And he just sort of dies to the quills as he's chasing down Medusa. That sucks. Oh well, move on. Let's see if they can recover. Anti-mage, finding Ham, butchering him. Caught alone with an anti-mage, you're just gonna die, I think.
Yeah, with the Skadi now as well. Sniper has MKB. I mean, yeah, that was like a pretty big fight because now they have these item timings. The Skadi MKB. I think Bristle. Yeah. Oh, he had Blossom before, right? I think he had it. In that
Yeah, he
fight,
did.
but
Yeah, he did.
They've all got their timings now. It's gonna be a very, very hard game for
But
Radiant.
He's got 1400 gold and a gem coming out, so... I do like the gem on Bristle. I mean, he's hard to kill. Why not just grab a gem?
I'd kind of like to see Bristle go like Shiva route, maybe. Just
Shiva
something to like
Magic Hand?
run them down
Or
like dogs. Just the slow, the amp, the heal reduction. I mean, if you spam heal reduction, DP just isn't a hero. Like, she just completely ceases to exist. I mean, she kind of already is. She's fallen quite far behind, but I think that'll be like the final nail in the coffin.
That fight, like, Medusa was so far ahead, and that DC fight, that's it, man. Like, now the anti-mage has caught up, the sniper has almost caught up to the... Like, he's still 2k behind, but it won't take long now that Medusa will be choked out a little bit. But yeah, you're right, they've hit these timings now. Man, Axe and DP suffering this game. 9,793 to 15, 16, 18 on the enemy cores. Like, I get it, it's a 4 protect 1 strat, so that's where the gold's going, straight into that Dusa. But 8k is not enough. Sorry, 8-ish k, maybe more 10k, is not enough to bring those other heroes up to parity. So 17k lead now for Team MMR is just a number. And we talked about what happens when that anti-mage goes late, Andros.
Yeah, he's not going the Ags though, I'm sad. Because it also has another thing, when you hit the Dusa, she can't gain mana for like, how long is it? 6 seconds. So
Yeah,
even if she snakes, she's not getting mana back.
Do you know Torthak? By any chance? He's one of the guys who comes on and casts with me all the time. Shout out to Torty,
wait, I
by the
think
way.
it does sound familiar.
Yeah, well, Torty's absolute giga gamer. Big brain nerd. I love him. There was a game where we were casting, I think it was Devious versus another stack. And Devious let the anti-mage through. And they picked Medusa. This is a few patches ago, back in Phoenix League days. The last Phoenix League tournament. And Torty straight off the bat called exactly what you just said. He said not only, like he said, I expect this, before the game even started, he was like, I expect this anti-mage to get Ags. And more importantly, not just for the additional mana burn, but to stop her from getting mana back. That was his main point. And we didn't even mention it. And you're 100% right. This is a really long way of me getting around to saying, you're right, Andros. I think the Ags would be a very good buy.
Yeah, I mean, I can see... Oh, what the hell? He's put a heart in the... Okay, Tien is cooking with this build. I mean, the way he's using his body, I can understand this, like, thought process. Because he is just jumping in and kind of weirdly being a sponge for the sniper. Which is not what you'd expect, but... If it works, it works.
I mean, it works, yeah. You said he's using his body. If you've got a bristleback and an anti-mage with a heart, that's a lot of HP to get through to get the little Xiao Miao, who'll be standing up the back, just clicking.
And Radiant are having some, like, real big damage problems as well. Like, the last... I mean, you saw in the mid lane when they jumped that sniper, right? Like, yeah, sniper was very tanky with the Abaddon, but that kind of showed how limiting their damage is. Like, Axe isn't really a huge damage dealer. He like, complements with other ones, with Dunk, right? But...
Ooh, RFA, they're going to try for a play straight into Sniper. Sniper gets hit and cool. Catches both. Ham pumps the playbound but gets used by a much better support. Gorgon's grasp catches Xiao Miao when he's already dead. And they're going to put the pain now onto Connor. Connor in a whole bunch of trouble. Pops his Bloodstone, but the dunk comes out and he's already dead. Tien and his 2 supports left alone against some very scary heroes. And they have an Aegis. MGC playing forwards onto Ipers. Ipers trying to get on out of there. Taco running menacingly. And this freaking poor little tiny itty bitty about in the Gorgon's grasp. And the dunk to follow. If it's a thick hero, if it's a pos 3, Taco gonna bully. Taco, biggest bully, AU, hates big thick heroes. They make him mad, dude. He sees their big HP pools and he says, nah, I'm gonna hit you with the cogs. I'm gonna keep you here, nerd. Holy. Alright, showing some life for Team Unreliable. We said they had no damage, but they just absolutely murked the sniper and the bristleback. Yeah.
I mean, they still don't have damage problems, but that was the clean initiation they needed. They got the Stone Gaze on the sniper, which made him just absolutely melt.
Honestly, I like Xiao Miao, so it hurts me to say this, but I think his positioning wasn't on then, man. Why is he that far
I think he felt unkillable. I don't know, because the last like 4 times they've done that, he's walked it off, so he might just be feeling like really cocky, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, he's learned now. The hard way.
Yeah, he's going for the Satanic, which is quite nice. I like that. Because I think he can just stand his ground and fight most of the time they go on him.
As long as he's not called, right? Like, they almost have... If the call doesn't catch him then, he probably lives anyway. And same with the Satanic. You can't press Satanic while called, right?
No, you can't.
No. I'll just check.
But I mean, even just the raw HP and the bit of lifesteal you get will be pretty huge with Abaddon behind you.
You know the only hero I ever get to buy Satanic on?
I'm trying to think. Your hero pool is, like... weird, so I have no idea what you'd be buying it on.
The only hero...
Every time you talk, it's like... wait, it probably is Io, actually. Probably late game Io.
It is Io! Nice call. You just big brained the hell out of that. Yeah, sometimes
I was thinking, I was like, you usually play like utility from what I've heard.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm a big old utility spammer. That's my whole kettle of fish. And yep, IO. The last time I bought a Satanic, well, actually I bought it a couple of times recently because I'm winning on IO at the moment, heaps. But a couple of those games I've managed to pick up a Satanic at some point because it's quite good on the hero. It is a grief. Don't get me wrong. Absolute grief, and I only buy.
I mean, I'd say late game if you're like actually 6-slotted, it probably is in there to be honest. But...
It's so good. You get so much HP.
Yeah,
you
really
heal
good.
off of it, and then if you get to level 25, good golly, Miss Molly does
I remember
that.
there was a pro game. I can't remember who did it, but it was a +5 IO who had like a Deso Satanic hard because it went like super late game, and I think he was playing with Adusa, and he was just like shredding everyone with a split shot Deso. It was pretty funny to watch.
Okay, well. TN's starting to get pretty stacked.
He doesn't want this Ags though, man.
Also, while I finally
Honestly.
got you in person too, Andros, you like revolutionized the Greaves Rubik, and you know that it's actually been picked a bunch since you've been picking it. Did you read that somewhere else, or was that like an early meta read?
Oh, I just copied people. Oh,
you
People
copied.
doing that for a
Okay.
bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you gigabrained that, but no. Turns out no.
I'm a bot. I mean, yeah. If the only thing I'm like figuring out is like weird dumb shit. I'm not gonna figure out good stuff like that.
Like
I'll say this, guys. I called Grotto was broken way before. All right, that's my claim to fame, guys. Yep, I called it. Boons told me I was dumb and I was wrong, and I said no.
Well, when it finally comes through, I called that Pos 5 Lone Druid Manta on the Bear was strong.
Okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, so 11k lead, they're closing the gap, but later this game goes, I'm a little bit worried for Team Unreliable.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest issue is just I don't think this DP hero is like ever gonna be like that strong this game. You know, like, he's kind of missed the timing. I think if he was huge, like this hero can go late game, but he's just so far behind. It's kind of just on Dusa now, and I don't think he has the best game. Like the Anti-Mage and the Sniper are both gonna body him.
What's next for this Abaddon? Do you think he goes? He's aiming Greaves. Do you like Greaves?
Yeah, I mean, there's like Greaves, there's Holy Locket, and there's Ags. Those are like the items. I'm surprised he went this Aether, to be honest, because he can sit pretty far forward on this hero. You don't really need to do this. Because yeah, I've seen a lot of people get early Ags nowadays.
Ooh, MGCs.
It's just so much heal.
Spots Abaddon and presses his Silver Edge. I didn't realize there was a Silver Edge on this Medusa. No, Cena trying to play forward onto RFA. RFA going to be nuked by Xiao Miao. There it is. And hang on, Tien drops his Abyssal Blade onto MGC to keep him in position. Trying to get the ult out of MGC. Cena trying to zone the rest of the team. MGC getting very, very low. The Sniper has stopped clicking her. One more click will be enough, but no! MGC slinking away. Connor not happy with it and elects to play forward. Xiao Miao actually gets the ult off onto him. And down he goes. They managed to kill the Axe as well. Taco shooting on in onto Connor to try to deal with him. Borty and jumping forward and dealing with that Lion. That fight, chaotic, but going the way of MMR is just a number. Naj now, first hit bashed by TN. Oh no! Pops the Ghost Scepter to try and survive, but it looks like they've got enough damage on that Abaddon Miscoil to finish him.
I think MGC might have cooked a little bit close to the sun here with this Kaya Sanj.
Well,
I see the dream, but I don't know if this is the way. I think he just needs raw damage.
That's what the pros have been building. There's like this new
Really?
crazy Kaya. Yeah, check it out. There's this new crazy Kaya
I need to
Sanj
investigate
build.
this.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Everyone's
'Cause I
picking
feel
it.
like his damage is just a little too low to pressure AM right now, but maybe this is the way.
But you usually go. I think they go for it to make themselves like super tanky, and then you
Yeah,
like
yeah, definitely.
instead
It's the reduction.
of the putting out as much damage. But in this team, he needed to be the damage, not the tank. You've got Nax. You've got a DP. I don't know.
I can see one game of it. It seems like they're doing it with like heavy stat builds, so like the Scardies and stuff. He doesn't really have a heavy stat build. He has a Silver Edge and a Butterfly.
Tower is under attack.
Okay. Well, they're gonna back off for
I mean,
now.
I don't know.
Smoke out.
It's really hard to itemize when you're in MGC's position because like you kind of feel like you need to do everything because you know your other two cores aren't really going to be strong anymore. Like I don't envy him when picking items right now.
Yeah, me either. As I say always, I'm never flaming the players. I'm just discussing. It's my job to discuss. I never hold anything
I'll
against.
flame them. I'll do it.
I never hold anything against any of the players except Cena. So Anyone else? Okay, pause. Good, because I wanted to address something in the chat from Jubei. Jubei, I can see that you said a few years ago you built a Basher on Necro. You still think about it to this day. I once saw one of my favorite supports in the pro scene save playing Kotl, picking up a Basher, and first hit interrupting a Enigma that went in for a black hole. After seeing this, because Bops loves the pro scene and likes to work and try it out himself, Bops picked Kotl. Bops got first item Basher, and my team flamed me and said that's never gonna work, yada yada yada. We were losing, not because of me, I hadn't died once. We were losing, and then the very jacked 10k ahead Kunkka blinked forward to go onto my pos 1. I threw one right click, bashed him. It was enough. We burned him to the ground and ended up winning that game from my first hit bash on Kotl. So believe is all I'm saying. If you think it can work, it probably can. Except pos 5 lone drilled with a Manta. That's not going to work. Don't believe.
Man, that Kotl Basher, that was a knockout game, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Did
It was
in like a bracket knockout game.
super hype. Save is so good at Dota, though. Like, he's just one of the
It
best.
is good, yeah.
All the Russian supports are nuts at the moment. Like, I still think there is absolutely a world where you say Maposhka is the greatest Dota player of all time. Like, 2-time TI champion, pos 5, been #1 in Europe multiple times as a pos 5. Like, guy is just so good. Like, just probably, like, it's so hard to say who is the best of all time, but he's easily top 10. Hang on, Merselmere getting caught, stunned, fingered, and dead. Hey, often people will go for like your like your miracles and stuff like this, but I don't know. Also, Jerax, Andros, tell me you're a big Jerax lover like me.
Yeah, Jax is up there for sure.
FY?
If I had to say, yeah, FI is my favorite Chinese 4. It's like him and Jinkyu. I love those two.
Yeah, me too.
But I think, honestly, my favorite pos 4, I actually don't know.
For me,
I think
for me it's FY Jerax for sure. Absolutely.
FY Jerax. I mean, FY is my like shout out when people say like, best players who never won TI, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's his
Oh, they
longevity
actually just
too is
blink forward,
crazy.
straight up to Jamiao. The Dispel is enough to get him a little bit further away from Naj, but Naj playing forward. Jamiao just gonna stand and man fight. Hold up, MGC walking in. Ooh, on the backlines, the Lion is already dead. Looks like there are two different fights going on here. Naj trying to man fight this Sniper silence and trying to deal with Naj. Naj has his Ghost Scepter trying to run the Sniper down. On the backlines, Tian caught and butchered. Cena trying to play against this Medusa, but with the freaking Sniper and the Anti-Mage dead, they're gonna have to back away. Come back to fight this Roche fight another day. Wait, so Cena thinking about playing forward. MGC clicking him, breaking him, snaking him, and it might be a little bit of dangerous territory here. Gorgon's Grass not quite connecting. Cena's still trying to just be a pest so they can't take this Roche, but it cost him his heart. Oh no. Cena gonna be called by Ham any second now. The call whiffed. Cena turning and popping his Bloodstone and his Ags onto Ham. He's caught inside this pit. Wrong place, wrong time, and down he goes. MGC will be securing an Aegis, I think, all for himself.
Yeah, that fight was chaotic. Tien, I think he messed up a little bit. I think he would have blinked out, but he overstayed his welcome. He's also got this nullifier. I don't know how good this is. I mean, he's gonna kill supports. That's his plan, right? He's gonna kill Lion and DP.
DP just Ghost Sceptered and stood next to the Sniper until he died. He didn't use any spells. He didn't throw any right clicks. He just pressed his Ghost Scepter, let Exorcism go to work, and the Sniper died. Even with a Baden and a Kotl next to him, so...
I was in.
Oh, nice play, Mercel, but not today. Roshan going the way of MGC.
I respect that.
Yeah, me too.
That's potentially huge. I was thinking about Pods 4 players, and I just remembered my absolute goat, Baboka. That guy.
Oh,
He was something
Baboka.
else.
Yeah, dude. Baboka Giga God.
I love Baboka. He was so fun to watch.
Maposhka, yeah, I think Maposhka, like, recently has... I've always watched him and Mirror. Obviously, everyone started paying a whole bunch of attention with Spirit. But Mapochka, I don't know. I just don't feel like people are saying enough about him. Like, I get it. He's a two-time TI winner, but he lives in the shadow of Yataro and Collapse and Mira and Lal and Toronto Tokyo. But like, he's a freaking goat, dude. He takes these like young kid players, turns them into monsters, coaches them
Wait, I was
through.
gonna say the new team is like all new people, and they're still like top 14, right? They're still really good.
Yeah, he's got Satanic. He finally convinced Satanic to join a team. Satanic is the Xiao Miao of the Russian scene. I think the kid is 15, and just so good at Dota. Satanic, holy. And if
Russian
anyone,
scene is just crazy. There's too many good kids over there. They're insane.
and they really respect their super talented like older players. Like Mapochka, super respected. Puppy, super respected. Who's the Virtus Pro guy? I can't remember his name right now.
What, Solo?
Solo, there we go. Thank you, Solo. You get these like old dogs of the scene, and all the young players want to play with them because I'm just making sure Tian's not getting ganked. He's out. Because they know there's so much to learn, and they got the respect to learn from these super talented players. So, anyway, I'm sure everyone already loves Mapochka, but I'm just gonna say it. Put some respect to the man's name. 2-time TI, best pos 5, soloed Abed in a game against EG with an Enchantress and a Pinecone Raider when Abed was 6 levels higher than him.
Oh, I don't know that play. That does sound clean.
Yeah, Chad as.
But I think the CIS region in general is like, it's kind of crazy. Like, if you look at how strong it is, considering how many of them are playing over in Europe too, because like a lot of top teams in Europe have like CIS like core players over there.
Yeah, for sure. They're so
And
good.
yet their teams are still super good.
SA as well. A lot of players been sniped from the SA region.
Yeah, SA's become like one of the new ones. Yeah.
Have you seen?
I mean, they produce a lot of good carry players.
Have you seen Parker?
Yeah.
Yeah, man's a god, dude. Again, he's not playing standard Dota. There's different ways to play Dota these days. Once upon a time, you punch creeps and then won the game. I watched Parker play a game where he had a Battle Fury by 12 minutes, and he was punching creeps for maybe 4 minutes of that. The rest of the time, he was rotating mid and just getting kills. It's crazy, dude. He doesn't understand.
My favorite SA player was always K1 Hector for, I think it was maybe TI8. One of the TIs he played Rage King like every game. And it was so funny, he would TP away from a team fight to go hit creeps on the other side of the map. And ever since then, I've loved K1. And he carried all those games too. I don't know if you remember, someone in the chat might remember which guy this was, but he, like, so many games, he was just, like, 10k net worth ahead of anyone else.
Was that the Thunder Awakened year, where Thunder Awakened took that, it was the year where Matu was playing with Liquid? Last year, Matu was playing with Liquid, or is this earlier?
I'm not sure. It was when he was on, it was Beast Coast for sure, like K1 Beast Coast.
Okay.
But I don't remember which TI it was, but ever since then, I've loved that man. It was just so funny watching the way he played. Because he just ignored the game and was like, I'm going to come back in like 20 minutes and just 1v9 the game. Don't worry, guys.
Classic American Dota. I'll be back at 45. Please don't lose before then. Okay, Smoke. Moving towards Cena. Cena in the mid lane here. Trying to bait. I wonder if they elect to go onto him. Xiao Miao a little far forward here, and there is an RFA on the sidelines. RFA tries to jump into the sniper. Sniper turns and gives him the click. Hang on. Axe called once again onto Xiao Miao. The Yules goes out, and so does the Gorgon's Grasp to keep them both in position. He force stuffs himself forward in between 4 heroes. Oh no. Xiao Miao trying to survive, but cannot. Down he goes. Cena trying to put some pain onto Ham, and Ham goes down. Naj getting low. Abyssal Blade onto this TP, and the ult comes out to finish her off. They lose the sniper, but they get the buybacks on the Lion and the Axe. Cena menacingly walking at them, zoning them, saying, hey, back into your high ground you go. Lovely little plays coming out from MMR as just a number. Looked pretty bad with Xiao Miao being out of position then, but hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, frontline sniper can be good. I'm actually surprised how much of a fight Radiant are putting up. Like, it feels like consistently they've been out fighting them for about 10 minutes now, but it's just the position they were in before was kind of insurmountable, right? Like, despite what they're doing, the game is still really hard.
Well, let's see if they can
Also,
take it late. You know, the pig's catchphrase, just take it late.
Is that the catchphrase? I guess it is. We do have a lot of games that go way too late.
All right, let's have a bit of attention and love to my Twitch chat, because we've been having a big old chat and I haven't had a chance to look at them. Who have I got? Jubei is still hanging out. Birdcatsy saying, oh, we miss Boxy. Boxy's an absolute chat. Yeah, good point, Birdcatsy. Boxy is so good. Cut and paste here. Lego blocks here. Who else we got in there? Angst Guy, good to see you, boo. Thanks for coming on down. Sharistar, God, I just don't know why people keep going Sanj Kaya on Medusa. I feel a little bit of the same. Andros, TI9, K1 first TI. And then cut and paste
Yeah,
as well.
that was the one I was talking about, I think.
Yep, yep. Insania as well. Good call out. Mini Motor, absolutely. Insania is one of my favorites, but that's because he plays a few of the POS 5s I play when I am playing POS 5. I love Oracle. I love Oracle so much. And that man is
He's
the
like the
best.
one guy who plays it,
Yep.
I think. Oh, there's him and, what's the other one? Why am I blanking on
Oh,
the
hang
name?
on. Cena going to walk straight into RFA, and he cannot blink away when he has been hit by that hairball. RFA can blink, though, when he puts the Ghost Scepter down. I reckon he's still in a whole bunch of trouble. Drops the Sun and manages to connect onto that Abaddon. Cena sick of this Lion and absolutely going to run him down. Nice. Come on, Team Unreliable. Ooh, Gorgon's Grasp, keeping Cena in place, but there's no creepier for them to start putting work onto the Ancient. There it is. Backdoor protection is down. Cena zoning. They're looking for an entry, but this Medusa is very scary. Level 25 and just standing. She doesn't care if her armor drops because her armor doesn't affect her mana pool. Looks like Tian starting to click. Xiao Miao on the side, trying to stop those heroes from porting on in. Taco bullying Cena. Going to be kicking some cogs at him any second now. Out goes the ult. Exorcism playing forward from Naj. Naj trying to deal with Mercil. Xiao Miao going to try and get out on the sideline. Still putting some clicks in onto that Medusa. Cena still behind them, putting the pain down. They're trying to force stuff away from him. Taco popping a fruit to stay alive on the backlines. I hear Naj dying. A blink from Tien is enough to put him crying back into his fountain. He's brought back and is walking straight back in. Ooh, Cena still just playing at the front line. He's got this Abaddon behind him, just healing him again and again and again. Xiao Miao puts some pain onto this Ancient Ham, trying to find the right hero to blink in on and on top of, but his blink keeps getting cancelled by this annoying bloody Bristle back on the sideline. Naj goes in and gets burst again by Tien. No, not again. Tien clicking the Ancient. Cena turns facing Ham, trying to lure that Bristle back into his fountain. Oh no, Taco getting low, getting on out of there. Abyssal Blade onto the Axe means Yak can't get his call up. They're dropping the clicks down. Cena will eventually fall. Ooh, in the air. Yule's coming back down. It does have some HP, but the finger is enough to deal with him, and the AM ult is enough to deal with the Medusa. That's GG. MMR is just a number. Taking the game. Holy Andros.